Hi, my name is Christy Romero, and this video is for my Management 6334 class. I will present a case study analysis of Heidi Roizen. She is a venture capitalist at SoftBank Venture Capital. The first question of this case study wants to know the strengths of Roizen's network across the different stages of her career. Heidi Roizen is a master of social networking. It took her a decade, if not longer, to build her network. Her network career starts when Tandem Computer had a position open as editor of the company's newsletter. A friend of Roizen that worked at Tandem Computer started the cluster of networking by giving Roizen the phone number of the woman who was doing the hiring. But when Roizen called, she talked with the manager and gave a remarkable first impression. Roizen got the job, and as the editor, she was involved in different aspects of the company, including involvement with the CEO. Roizen knew this was a rare opportunity. She demonstrated her performance and consistency, her deliver on promises, and she built a good reputation. So when Roizen decided to return to school for a graduate degree in business, she asked Tandem's CEO to write her a recommendation. This takes us to her next career as co-founder of TeamMaker, a software program that her brother had written. She added to her network as she began to build relationships with members of the press, encouraging them to review the TeamMaker product in their publications. So her network strengthens during her TeamMaker career because of her outgoing personality and her desire to meet interesting people. Roizen made it a point to give her undivided attention to any audience. During this time, Roizen became president of the Software Publisher Association. It gave her the opportunity to meet with industry leaders. She was willing to invest time in developing relationships with people whom she simply found interesting and smart. But Roizen not only developed professional relationships with these people, to her they also became personal friends. So by doing this, she strengthened her network by creating a professional and personal network. When Roizen and her partner decided to sell TeamMaker, she joined Apple as Vice President of Worldwide Developer Relations. Roizen was passionate about helping the company after Apple lost significant market shares and seemed to be on a downward spiral. Roizen was a recognized and respected voice within the developer community because of her experience at TeamMaker and her role as president of the SPA. Being vice president at Apple helped Roizen continue to build her network. She also was able to test her network for the first time. She had to call in favors to executives that she had not talked with in a while. But Roizen believed consistency and performance are more important than frequent interactions. In the case study, Roizen mentions that there are 3 points that are important to building and maintaining a network. One was having access to people. This continues to build over time. 2 is performance. You did what you said you were going to do. And 3 is consistency. Stay consistent in your actions. This helped Roizen strengthen her network during her Apple career. But being burned out by the pace of Apple and other issues the company was facing, Roizen created the term and role as a mentor capitalist. As a mentor capitalist, she served as an active outside board member for startups that had received at least one round of venture capital backing. Roizen's network was her greatest asset during this career. She was able to help people she liked and respected find new career opportunities, and her greatest strength was making connections so it would benefit both parties. She truly understands the meaning and value of a win-win relationship. She also strengthened her network by having dinner parties at her house. She would invite certain people who would benefit from getting to know one another. So we are now at her current career at SoftBank as a venture capitalist. During her time at SoftBank, she uses her strong network, but she really isn't doing anything to strengthen her network. But she realizes it and she questions herself how her role as a venture capitalist will affect her ability to continue to build her network. So to me, that constitutes a strength of Roizen's network during this career. Now, the second question to the case study wants me to use the concepts discussed in the reading and video and apply them to Roizen and how these concepts influenced her power, influence, and networking success. Roizen can be defined as a matcher based on the reading, give, and take by Adam Grant. This provided her with power, influence, and networking success because she was willing to help if she knew it would help both sides of the party. She was fair and was about equal balance of giving and getting. The reading from Uzi and Dunlap explains the 4 necessities you need to build your network. Roizen does all 4 during her career at some point. She created a powerful system using her resource in her network. She is diagnosing her network at the end of this case study when she is questioning what could happen to her network if she continues to be a venture capitalist. Roizen was always forging better connections using the shared activities principles. She did dinners at her home, talked with people at the gym, while jogging and while picking up her children from school. She even mixed personal and professional relationships. The last necessity was to engage with other brokers, and Roizen did. She knew a lot of top people who had networks of their own. This helped Roizen stay in touch with a small amount of people but have a huge networking. Roizen uses all 6 fundamental principles of persuasion that Robert Cialdini discusses in his reading. But I will only comment on the top 3 because I think these are the most used out of the 6. A liking is the first one. Roizen has an outgoing, high-energy personality. She likes people. She likes interacting with everyone, and in return they like her. She does all 3 factors that will increase liking: similarity, praise, and cooperation. This helped her network succeed. She has authority. People will follow her and go to her because of her expert knowledge. This influenced the power, influence, and networking success, and so does consistency, because Roizen made sure if she committed, she was going to do it. Heidi Roizen is a powerful person, and she is someone you would want in your network.